Hi there. So today I'm gonna show outbound and inbound voice AI system that we developed for a client of ours who is in rental property niche in the UK. So this client had a use case where they had a lot of leads and wanted to call them and qualify the leads. And I think this is a pretty common use case out there where a lot of people who want to generate leads are trying to cold call and qualify them right now. A lot of SDRs, a lot of people do that. So what we have done here is that we have taken this entire system and automated that using AI. So let me first show you how the outbound works, and then I'll probably first let's understand the workflow here, and then I'll quickly move to the demo and show the CRM and everything else. So basically, the AI outbound agent first checks if in the CRM there are leads to be called every morning, and it calls them one by one. So two things can happen here. When once you call a lead can pick up the call, or the lead does not pick up the call. So if the lead picks the call up, it will try to qualify them, which I'll show you in the demo right now, and try to book the appointment. If the lead does not pick up, it will mark that first call, when it called and did not pick up, as voicemail, and it will do something interesting here where it calls back the second time within 1 minute, and it will call back them again within the next 24 hours if the second call was not picked up. Even after the third call, which is after 24 hours, it's not picked up, the lead we disqualify them as unreachable. So if the lead calls back, now there was a problem here where the outbound system will still call them, right? Because it's automated to call them second and third time. So what we did is we brought in a inbound system here, so that what if the first time you call them they don't pick up, but a lot of times people do call you back to see who's this person who called me, right? So for that we set up a inbound agent. Again, the inbound agent will try to qualify the lead and book the appointment. But what it also does is it stops the second and third call, or third outbound call that we are doing for a prospect. So that's something very unique. So the inbound and outbound are working hand in hand and making sure that the lead is not getting called repeatedly, even if we have spoken to them. After that, the book a call, they use also something unique here is that they use personal information. So the call is not like, hey, do you need rental property? It's basically the name of the office, where the property they have, and this it's like, I noticed that you have a property, your site is in this location. Hey, I was wondering if your workers are traveling far, and would you like a property for them, so that it's improves your efficiency and all. And then it extracts information from the conversation and uploads in the CRM. Something we have also cool. First, let's look at the demo, and then I'll show you something which we've also done here. So quickly moving to the CRM here. So this is the CRM where these information we have during the cold call for this particular client. We don't have the name of the person we are reaching out to in the office. We just know the name of the office. We know the phone number of the office. We know where they have a property renovation or roofing or the contract work going on. So right now they're having going on in London, and so basically, yeah, these columns will be automatically filled. So as soon as, and let me show you something else as well. So the attempt, first attempt, second and third attempt of the call, reason why it ended, what rental or not. So if you have 1,000 leads, and if you can just so you call 1,000 leads, the AI system will call 1,000 leads and mark each row yes or no, saying that whether they need rental or not. So it becomes very easier for you at the end of the operation. Let's say it will take a couple of hours to call 1,000 leads. To you to understand, okay, who are warm, hot, and cold leads. Then they use a sentiment and a summary of the call as well. So let's see this in action. So before I just need to put this in live. Cool. So the moment so we have a bunch of status here, like called, in progress, failed, voicemail, inbound call by user. So the moment I put to be called TBC, it'll give me a phone call. And you can just put this in a CSV file as TBC and upload thousands of leads as TBC. And the moment you upload thousands of leads as TBC here, the AI system will start calling them without you have to doing anything here. So let me mark it as TBC, and it should call me anytime now. So this is my phone. So you see in progress there automatically, and I should receive a phone call. Yeah, so that's the phone call.
Hello, Moto.
Dean from Orion Short Stays in Scotland. So am I speaking with someone as contractors?
Yes, you are.
Great to hear that. And may I ask your name, please?
My name is Jason.
Nice to meet you, Jason. How's your day going so far?
My day is going good.
That's really good to hear, Jason. Listen, I know this call is a bit out of the blue. I'm actually reaching out because we specialize in contractor accommodation, and I noticed you've got a project running in London. Is that project still ongoing?
Yeah, the project is still ongoing.
Got it. Thanks for confirming that, Jason. So I'm curious, for the folks working on your site right now, are they mostly local, or do some need to travel in each day?
Some do need to travel each day, yes.
Right, okay. What we found is that most project managers like yourself end up spending way too much time and budget dealing with all these travel logistics when you could be focusing on what actually matters, getting the project done right and on time. Does that resonate with what you're experiencing at all?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I totally get that. So, to get a better picture, roughly how many team members would potentially need accommodation? And I'm guessing the project has another few months to go.
Yeah, so we need 5 accommodation for 5 people, 5 team members, and the project is ongoing. It'll still go for next 3 months.
Thanks for sharing that, Jason. 5 team members for about 3 more months. That's really helpful to know. You know, the timing of our conversation is actually pretty perfect. We're currently finalizing our summer booking for contractor teams across Scotland, and spots have been filling up quickly with all the construction happening. If this sounds like something that could work for your project, I'd really love to get your team penciled in before those spots fill up. What are you thinking? Would it make sense for me to connect you with Asif, our accommodation manager? He could put together some specific options based on exactly what your team needs.
No, right now I'm busy. Ask him to call me back maybe tomorrow.
I can tell you're busy right now, Jason. I'll have Asif give you a call back tomorrow at a time that suits you better. Thanks for letting me know.
So the phone call got cancelled, and let's see the status being updated here. So you see here, we got these things from the automation, from like my name, the name I gave as Jason. Status have changed to be called. So there's no attempt here. The first attempt is picked. So user hang up. Yes, they want a rental. Sentiment is neutral. And so if you see here, Jason confirmed that his project in London is ongoing and requires accommodation for next 5 team members. For 5 team members for the next 3 months, he expressed interest. And but requested to call back tomorrow in BPC, right? So that's about it. And let me show you what happens when we call once it doesn't call, once the user don't pick up the first time, right? What happens then? So let me again change these details, and So let's change this from called to be called. So I should get a call now. There it is. So this time I'm gonna cut the call. So basically this is the brain of the entire operation, which I can go over in a minute. But you see here, so this is now waiting for 1 minute, basically, for me to for it to call me back again. So in the meantime, let me tell you what we have done something differently in this. So live transfers, yes. So it asked me to call, do you want me to connect to Asif? So if I would have said yes, it would have connect me to a real agent, real human agent, where they can actually go and book the meeting. Here again, the agent is actually tuned to a real business owner's voice. So the voice you heard is actually the business owner's voice in the UK. So it feels very real. It does not feel robotic. So that's the entire agenda here. So let's wait for this to run for 1 minute, and after 1 minute it should call me back. So that is done. So I should receive a call now. Yeah.
Hello,
Yes.
Moto.
That's so if I pick up the call again, it will try to qualify me. So let's say I cut the call again. The second time I am cutting the call, maybe. So this is again a behavior that I'm trying to. Let me not pick up the call again. So I'm gonna leave this into voicemail. So let's say user is not picking the call up and it goes to voicemail. So I've gone to voicemail. So here you see I've not picked up the call. So it goes into waiting, and now what's happening is it will wait for 1 day to call at 4 p.m. tomorrow. So that's the logic. So let me also show you what happens if I don't pick up the call but I call back. So it will not trigger basically. So let's look at that. So if you see here, I have put into TBC. So oh great. So it was second attempt, right? So the last time changed to second attempt. I should get a call. Let's say I don't pick up.
Hello, Moto.
I don't pick up, right? So what we saw was the second time it will call me back within next 1 minute. That should get triggered any moment now. Yeah, so see it's triggered. So it's waiting for 1 minute for me to call, so for it to call me back. But what if I call it back? Right? Let's say I call that number. I'm calling that number.
Hey there, you've reached Zane Scotland. We gave your office, Sunrise Contractors, a call earlier because we noticed you've got an active project in the London area. Do you have a minute?
Sure. So basically, even in the outbound system, it's very smart, right? It understands that it called me earlier. So that's how we coded it, right? So Sunrise in London. So it's very smart. It's understand that I called it earlier, this person, and they've called me back. So it does not. It's very personalized. It does not. So if you see here, this finished. So the 1 minute wait has finished from the outbound. but I will not receive any call. I will not receive any call because of the way it is set up, that it understands that, hey, I have received a inbound call from the user, and that's what it is. That's how it is. So because it didn't get any name, it didn't do that. So let me tell you a bit more about the brains of the entire operation here. So basically what happens is it gets the webhook response from retail, and it basically checks if it's analyzed, meaning the call has happened or not, and it updates a data in data record. So every time a lead is called, it is basically recorded, and you will understand how much time they have spoken and what is the cost of the operation. So call transfer happened, user hang up happened, so it will also give you the transcript of the entire meeting. And then basically if people have answered the call, so it will then get the summary of that detail and update in Airtable, which you saw. And then if they have not, it will go to voicemail, and it's trying to wait for 1 minute and call them back again. If you don't pick up the next within next 1 minute, that second call, it again does not call you back. It calls you. It waits for 24 hours and calls you back at third, and then unreachable, and finally. So that's what I told, right? So this is the entire system of the outbound and inbound system we built. So shooting this Loom video to show you the entire system. Yeah, thanks.